11 riders again. Calgary Bay at 50-1 in the hands of Graham Lee for Henrietta Knight. Carruthers, Matty Batchelor, 40-1, trainer Mark Bradstock. Syrium, a huge outsider, 200-1. Jockey is Davy Russell, trainer Paul Murphy. Cool Dime for trainer Willie Mullins, Paul Townend in the saddle, a 9-1 chance for this Irish horse. Denman, Tony McCoy, Paul Nicholls, 4-1 second favourite. Imperial Commander under Paddy Brennan for Nigel Twiston-Davis at 8-1. Quarto Star, the reigning champ, 5-4 on favourite to win his third Gold Cup. Ruby Walsh in the saddle. Mome, the national winner. Aidan Coleman rides today, a 50-1 chance. Missed Appointment, Ken Whelan the rider, Paul Murphy the trainer, 250-1. My Will, another runner for Paul Nicholls. Nick Schofield doing the steering, 66-1. And Paul Nicholls also trains Tricky Trickster, Barry Geraghty's mount, current favourite for the Grand National.
Welcome to the front of the stands. They are absolutely packed, and these guys at the front of...
Denman in 2008 and Quarto Star again in 2009. But they've met once apiece. Well, they've won one apiece. They've met twice. Scored Denman 1, Quarto Star 1 on previous meetings. And they're about to face the starter. And they're off. And an almighty cheer, a roar from the crowd as Carruthers sets off in front in the 2010 Tote Sport Cheltenham Gold Cup. Denman very handy. Imperial Commander to the outside, clearing the first fence. Quarto Star on the inside in that purple cap, the horse in the noseband. In fourth, Cool Dine in the centre. Then Mome on the outside as they now arrive at fence number 2 of the 22 fences towards the rear. My Will with Calgary Bay just behind Tricky Trickster in a pink jacket, and at the back Missed Appointment, and finally Syrium. Starting towards the far side, the early pace looks fairly steady. Carruthers by a length or so to Denman in second place. Imperial Commander, Quarto Star with plenty of cover, going right round the inside, the shortest way, at the inside of Cool Dine, then Mome, Tricky Trickster, My Will, then My Missed Appointment and Calgary Bay, and finally Syrium. Onto the first down the back straight. Carruthers puts in a short stride there, Denman almost alongside, then Imperial Commander, Quarto Star on the right. These are very early days, a race over 2 circuits, 3 1/4 miles. Cool Dine in the centre, about 5th. Imperial Commander in the black and white stars as they clear the water jump. Tricky Trickster next, Missed Appointment on the inside, My Will, Mome, Syrium at the back. Now on to an open ditch. Quarto Star having gone off the 11-8 on favourite. A great jump there by Quarto Star at that open ditch. Almost jumped into second on the inside of Denman. Then Imperial Commander, Cool Dine in the centre, and Mome. Carruthers leads again at the next. Tricky Trickster on the inside of Mome. They're all in close company as they now race slightly left-handed and head towards another open ditch. Quarto Star on the inside of Denman as they race towards this open ditch. It's fence number 7, and over it Carruthers from Quarto Star. Denman is third, then Cool Dine, Imperial Commander, Mome, Tricky Trickster, followed by Calgary Bay, racing between Missed Appointment and My Will, and Syrium at the back of the field. Another plain fence, and Quarto Star very nearly went. A complete misjudgment there by Quarto Star. Very out of character. He was nearly gone, and he loses a few lengths. So an early drama. And he jumped that ditch earlier so brilliantly, but that was a very serious mistake. Carruthers from Denman at the top of the hill. Carruthers from Denman. Then Cool Dine, Imperial Commander, Quarto Star back in 5th place. And then a couple of lengths to Mome, My Will on the outside, and then Tricky Trickster, Calgary Bay, and Ruby Walsh just have to regather Quarto Star here. He won't be any hurry to rush him back into contention as they clear the next. He jumped that well as they head towards the home turn, and it's Carruthers being shadowed by Denman as they race to this left-hander with Cool Dine on the inside, then Imperial Commander, Quarto Star back in 5th place from Mome in 6th. Then Tricky Trickster in 7th place. Calgary Bay towards the outside of Missed Appointment, My Will and Syrium as they complete a lap of the track, and Carruthers and Denman racing in tandem over the next plain fence. Denman, a great jump there. Quarto Star has been pulled to the outside by Ruby, maybe to just get a clearer view of the fences as he's going back inside again now. Carruthers and Denman. Denman, another prodigious leap there. Caldine, Imperial Commander, Cordo Star in 5th place. We can have a look at that mistake out in the country. Here it was. He was so nearly gone. A complete misjudgment. A similar mistake to the one that Masterminded made at Newbury. But all was well. He carries on. He's in touch. He's in 5th place. He's about 5 or 6 lengths behind the 2 leaders, which are still Carruthers and Denman, as they race now onto the final circuit into the back straight. Caldine is 3rd, Imperial Commander in 4th, and then Corto Star over the next from Calgary Bay. Then behind these races, Mome, and they've cleared away from Tricky Trickster, Mr. Appointment, Syrium, and My Will. To the water jump, fence number 14. Carruthers not so good there, and Denman just led on landing under the 14 times champion jockey Tony McCoy. On the left, Imperial Commander, Corto Star in touch at this open ditch, and Caldine just ahead of Corto Star. Then Calgary Bay and Mome as they race towards the next fence. Carruthers and Denman, Caldine, Imperial Commander, Corto Star. They're now meeting the rising ground, and John and Ted, is it going Denman's way?
Not going. Well, Denman's travelling better now. He was behind the bridle for most of the way. Corto Star, that mistake didn't do him any good. But I'll tell you the one thing he does, he keeps galloping. And from where he finished 2 years ago, this is making up into a really good race. Caldine, Carruthers, Imperial Commander, everything that we could have wished for, and Calgary Bay as well.
Not necessarily a 2-horse race at all, but Corto Star is not travelling as well. Denman now, McCoy, is just looking to seize the initiative at the top of the hill. He's pressing on Denman with 4 fences left to jump. Imperial Commander, though, still goes well. Corto Star and Ruby Walsh, he's gone! Corto Star, he's down, let's hope he's all right. Denman from Imperial Commander, he's up. Caldine is 3rd, Carruthers is 4th, Calgary Bay. Denman now coming under pressure, and Imperial Commander looks a big danger. Caldine is 2 or 3 lengths down. This is 3 out. Denman over, popped it well from Imperial Commander, who's going to have his stamina really tested by Denman. McCoy gets to work on Denman. Imperial Commander, he can't shrug him off at the moment. They've kicked clear of Caldine, and Carruthers rounding the final turn in the Gold Cup, and it's not Denman and Corto Star, it's Denman and Imperial Commander who are going to fight this out. Imperial Commander and Paddy Brennan hits the front from Denman and Tony McCoy. 2 out. Imperial Commander 3/4 of a length to Denman as they race between the final 2 fences. Imperial Commander the definite advantage. McCoy switches Denman to the outside at the final fence. Imperial Commander a good jump. He's 3 legs clear, 4 legs clear of Denman. Racing up the hill, they're well away from Caldine. Imperial Commander is charging up the hill. It's going to be his 6th win at Cheltenham, and the most important one, yes. Imperial Commander wins the Gold Cup. Denman in 2nd place. In 3rd is going to be tight. Carruthers rallying Mome. Carruthers, Mome fight for 3rd. Caldine in 5th. Calgary Bay in 6th. Then My Will, followed by Syrium, and then Tricky Trickster was well beaten, not really advertising his Grand National claims, and Mr. Appointment last of all. Paddy Brennan, a jubilant Paddy Brennan, has won the Gold Cup on Imperial Commander, trained nearby at Naunton in Gloucestershire by Nigel Twiston Davis, and Imperial Commander silencing the threats from Denman and of course Corto Star. But Corto Star has been remounted by Ruby Walsh. It just didn't happen for him today. Some uncharacteristic mistakes, a heavy fall at the 4th last. He was probably in trouble at the time anyway. He'll be back hopefully.
Paddy, unbelievable.
Okay, I'll tell him. Thanks,
Hang on, he's just getting congratulations from everyone. Paddy.
By far the best day of my life. I'll never, ever forget this. I'm speechless. So whatever I talk now could be absolute bull. Oh, it's just a dream the whole way. That Denman, he never goes away, does he? 2 out. But just take a time to just thank my boss. He is by far the best boss in racing. He produced 2 horses this week to the 2nd. I just had to stare. Thanks, Alice.
Sparky, quick word with you. You've done this horse since the start.
Joe looks after him. I just ride him. He's just fantastic. He's all heart and guts, isn't he? Unbelievable. I feel, yeah, it's a shame Cato didn't stand up. I hope he's all right. But brilliant. He deserves it. He's so good.
Cato Star is absolutely fine.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, what a great effort. Well done to Paddy Brennan, and also the man there on the right, Nigel Twiston Davis. Missed out by a smidgen, of course, with Binocular winning the champion hurdle. They had the second.